so if you, they don't really have any counterpart in Second Life, because we just that's not what we need to be concerned about here. But certainly it gives you an idea of how this airspace affects everyone that is jumping into an airplane, whether it be a glider or an ultralight or any other type of aircraft. So it becomes real important if you're flying to know what the heck you're doing, so that you don't get yourself in trouble. And there are heavy fines and even jail time for flying in prohibited airspace, not to mention that they can blow you out of the sky. So good information. Any questions? Now, I was really quick, and I'm sorry for that, but I don't want to give you too much information, but enough that you get an idea of how the system works. So any questions? Yeah, balsa would be a Class D. Yeah, you would consider balsa as a Class D. Since we're a small town, Class D would work fine for us. With the outlying areas being Class G. Karen and Nellis Air Force Base are both Class Bs, even though it's a military operations area too. It's a Class B in terms of flying through their airspace. But you know, it takes people think flying is easy. It's not, but it's just like everything else. Your learning curve goes in the air, and you learn what you're doing so that you can be safe. Yeah, and it's like everything, you know, it's like when you're learning how to play a musical instrument. It seems really, really hard when you're learning, but after a while you learn to improvise, and you learn to really become one with your instrument. It's the same thing. Well, the slower, you know, sailplanes and balloons have priority over other aircraft. It's always the slower that has the priority. Historically, since you're Class D, if you're going to be landing, you're going to be in communication with the tower, and even if you're in Class G or E, if you're landing at a small airport, then you know, you're going to want to, even though there's no tower, you're going to want to be in communication. Typically, they're on Unicom, which is 122.8 or 122.9 or some other designation frequency that's Unicom, and you're going to advise folks when you're about 5 miles out that your intention is to land. Basically, they want to know who you are, where you are, and what your intentions are. That's the information that you want to give to the tower. And of course, if you're in communication with air traffic control, then you want to repeat everything that they tell you, so that they make sure that you understand everything that they've told you, and that there's no miscommunication. And we'll do a sequence here on air traffic control in one of our future talks here.